Zach, we were supposed to do free agency video,
Well,
but
we agented it all the free ones.
yeah,
This dude
Raf-
came prepared for work. Like he was there at 5:30, ready to do some work.
yeah, right. Like the minute it started, Rafel Stone was like, deal, 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 deal. I was like, what the? Dorian Finney-Smith, Clint Capela to the Houston Rockets.
I fucks with it.
I mean, we were talking this morning about the three players: Nikhil Alexander, Luke Kennard, and Dorian Finney. So,
Well, it feels like at this point, Finney was like a priority to them.
yeah.
He kind of is like a more mature Tari Eason. He can give you what Dylan Brooks did for you. He has playoff experience. Like I don't hate it. I like it. Like,
yeah.
He played. He's one of those dudes where like if it was like if he had the Dylan Brooks reputation, it'd be a bigger signing than it is. But they're kind of the same player. They're assholes who shoot the three, really good defenders, and that's what we needed. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I was just like, I was reading up stuff like all day on it, and his name was the one that Rafel Stone kept bringing up about like who he wanted on the team. And so when it started and we got him, I was like, oh, okay. Raphael was like, oh, y'all aren't re-signing him? I got this. And I was like, that's an Ime Udoka guy right there. That was one of our biggest things. How do we replace Dylan Brooks? And
I feel like it got done. Like
yeah.
that's a perfect, you know what I'm saying? You upgraded Jalen to Durant and then you sort of replaced Dylan with Finney-Smith. Like, yeah, it's a W for this offseason already. We did pretty well. And you know, I didn't ever really like Stone for the longest. I was not a Stone guy, but I guess he trusted the process and it played out. He got some shit brewing.
Yeah. The Clint Capela trade, or well, signing as of right now, it's kind of that one threw me for a loop. I didn't expect that name to pop up as a returner.
There's two things that I want to know.
Yeah.
By that deal. That deal is, are you planning something else? Because on the surface, like I don't see minutes for you.
Yeah.
With you signing with us makes me immediately think that Sengun's moving back to the power forward, which is where he plays best at. So you'll split minutes with Steven Adams at center, which I'm good with. And then two, what the hell did Stone say to you to get you to take 6.9 million? Because you could have made a chunk of money for some other bad team. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lakers would have paid you more than that.
Yeah. There was a lot of teams that needed centers, Lakers, Clippers, all these teams, and you were
Warriors. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did they say to you to make you agree to that?
Yeah. I mean, we were talking even the Jay Sean Tate deal, like 1 year, 3 million. Like that's crazy. Like, because this morning he re-signed him, he re-signed Jeff Green, he re-signed Aaron Holiday, and they were like low budget contracts, which we knew Jeff Green. I mean, you're already old, bro, but
Holiday might not have had his big market either, but Jay Sean, I think, did. A willing defender who could play make. He's like a broke man's Julius Randle. And I'm not saying he would have fixed the team, but a team who needed depth, he would have helped them.
Yeah. And he's like, nah, I'm going to stay here, which we love you, Jay Sean. We're happy you took the Houston deal. It's beautiful. But then we were reading and like, okay, the Clint Capela, Dorian Finney-Smith deal, it's not official, of course, but cap-wise, now it means you either have to sign or you have to release Jock Landale or you can trade him and then trade Cam Whitmore. So they're one of those guys is going to get a sign and trade deal in place for sure. Which then leaves
I mean, I even would consider that. I'm cool with it. I consider that an upgrade. Like Capela replaces Landale. That's the lob threat I asked for. And then you said Cam's going out. All right, fine.
Yeah, because I read that he was in the Phoenix trade, and then they called and said they only wanted the second round picks instead, and then Denver called and wanted him, which I think that takes them out after this Michael Porter trade type of thing. And then the Bulls called, and that was before that one player they just traded yesterday, I believe. So there's teams calling about what it's for, but I'm guessing now it's
I'm
hey,
also cool with it because you allocate that money to a player. You allocate money to a player who's replacing him that can be used to match money if a good trade comes along. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like if a real good superstar comes along and you don't want to move Sengun, but you're willing to move some players and picks, you still have to match the money.
yeah,
Cam Whitmore ain't making shit. So like you're just kind of giving him as a filler. You know what I'm saying? Finney-Smith will eat $15 million up out of somebody else's, making that up. So
yeah.
I'm cool with it. It was one player, bro. Like, if he comes available, I really would like the Rockets to make a shot at it. Like, what if Philly sucks again real bad? Would you consider going after Tyrese Maxey?
Yes. Do the
Could
ball.
you imagine Tyrese Maxey and Amin Thompson?
Do the
Like, he's
baller,
the
bro.
perfect guard to play next to Maxey.
Yeah.
Maxey's the perfect. That's what I was. I was like, dang, that was my 2K mind though.
The thing is, like, we were gonna do a free agent video and then like a trade video, which the free agency video, Rafael did all the work for us pretty much. It's still not over. They have 14 spots right now with Nate Williams on a non-guaranteed. He might get cut, he might stay, depending on how much they like him. But you still got one spot left. Vet minimum. I don't know who the hell they're gonna get. At this point, I couldn't even pinpoint a name that they're gonna go after. Like, I'm
Like
looking
if
at
he's willing to take the vet minimum, bare minimum, I don't know how much you're gonna play, but like I don't think you give a fuck either. The one player I would like sitting on our bench would be Nicholas Batum.
yeah, I think he signed with the Clippers, re-signed with them. Yeah, I know. His name came up, and I was like, damn, that would be a good one. But I think he restructured a contract or something with them. So I think he likes LA too much. I mean, there's a lot of the funny thing is what I guess what shooting guard is our. I mean, I don't like to put names on it anymore in 2025
I
because
don't feel like shooting guard like that two guard. Here, the problem is you don't have enough combo guard spots.
yeah,
Like I wanted somebody like the role that they gave to Finney, that money. I wanted it to be somebody who was more of a combo guard, like a CJ McCollum type of player. But considering you got Fred who could run the offense, you got Sengun, you could run offense through him, Durant, you could run offense through him. Like I could appreciate that Finney's a pretty reliable 3-point shooter standing in the corner to, you know what I'm saying? So I'll take it. Like I ain't tripping. But there's not too much I would touch on this team at this point.
yeah.
I sort of feel sorry for Jabari a little bit because you're so good, bro. Like you're so good that now you're probably going to go back to the bench.
I think it's one of those things too for him. It's like, hey, either you elevate or because we
I
saw
don't
it.
ever think that'll be a problem. I
Yeah,
never again think you'll have a question about Jabari's effort.
yeah,
Like he's going to
yeah,
give it to you.
yeah. I just feel like at some point he'll have one. Like, I mean, he kind of did it in the playoffs where it was like, hey, I like I'm gonna show up and show out and like do what I do. And
It's funny you say that because like I think the whole season he was really good.
yeah, I mean, it sucks he
He
got
was
hurt.
even a little better in the playoffs, but the way that they were playing basketball kind of forced Ime to sit him more than he wanted to,
Yeah,
and so people didn't realize it. But the reason I say it's funny you say that is because Draymond was on his podcast and they were talking about the KD trade, and he was like, "Bruh, y'all don't realize how good Jabari is. Like, I get why they would not come off of him for Durant. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Jabari is super talented. People don't realize the dude is super talented.
he went third in that draft, and everybody gets starstruck on the first two, and even Rockets fans. And I think like with Shingun, the fan base that they are with Shingun, and then the other side that was with Jalen, he was kind of like the redheaded stepchild, and people forgot him. But to like us, there was so much that he did. Like when he got injured, we were upset. Like, dude, you do so much for this team that like if you're just watching like the shooting part of basketball, you're like, he doesn't do much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is his game is like boring.
Yeah.
The other two dickheads, they're like, oh, I want to see the jump hook from Sengun or this bullshit or Jalen Dunk or you know what I'm saying? Like those are just people. Those aren't like knowledgeable fans. Yeah. But whatever. Like Jabari's the dude that a team like OKC would be like, I fucking dare you to get rid of that guy because I'm like he's the dude that you use to build that kind of culture, like what Indy had, what the Knicks have, what OKC has.
Nah, that like I mean rebounds, steals, defense, 3-pointers, clutch 3-pointers, not afraid to defend top players.
But to me, he's so important because I don't think that your starting lineup is going to be a great shooting starting lineup, even though Durant's on it. But knowing that Jabari and Tari and Finney and Reed are my first 4 players off the bench and they can all shoot, especially like Jabari and Reed, it makes me feel better.
Yeah. And the good thing is like the Jabari extension, you know he's all in now. Like, I mean, they were all cool with Jalen. Like, they all have their love with Dylan Brooks. They're all cool with, but they're bought into this Kevin Durant. Now you get Dorian Finney, you get Clint Capela. You're getting veterans to come in and kind of fill holes that you need and everything. So it's one of those things where it's like Amin, Reed, you know how much confidence they have in these guys. Mm-hmm. And then it comes all the way back to, for me, it's like, okay, next move, everybody's like, Tari. If I don't have to resign you right now, like an extension, bro, I'm not going to. Like, or like you said, if I am, I'm going to go and get that cheap deal because you're always injured. And
yeah, I'm going to wait to see if I get a better deal on you because you can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, you got one spot left. Somebody's going to take a vet minimum to play on a team with Durant and this team right here.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I ain't tripping. As long as it's not Russell Westbrook, I ain't tripping. Because Russell Westbrook is the kind of dude, he'll be like, you know how much money I made in my career? I'll go make $3 million, whatever it is, to come to that team. Because he's going to find playing time if he gets on a team.
Yeah, he's too good to like just not play, but he's also
at this point, I don't even care about who that 15th player is because I don't think they're gonna play. Like I really don't. So I don't care.
Yeah.
And the way I figure it is Ime's gonna do Ime shit and you're gonna earn your minutes. Who's hot, who's got effort, and that's applicable to everybody except for Durant.
Yeah. True. Yeah, now that I think about it, they might, unless it's just somebody that's really like, oh, you know what, I'll take it just to be a part of this. He might just save that for Summer League and
it just like call the Nate Williams kid up. You know what I'm saying? Or re-sign. I was gonna say re-sign and follow Dante. I was like, what the fuck do I need that many centers on my team for?
Yeah.
But we did last year, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, Rafel, you cooking, bro. I'm gonna let you
just because I think that certain things are hilarious, like trolling people and shit. Like, if I would give the dirt bare minimum to Bobo. It's like Durant, you want Bobo to come over here with you?
Bobo, come chill over here, bro. You come mess up the G
I'm just saying, Houston might be the biggest team in basketball already. If you put Bobo's big ass at the end of the bench.
Yeah, they had our small lineup, and it was like 6'7" was the smallest of it. And I was like, what the hell? I think it was like a min at like 6'7". I'm like, it was a min, Jabari, Dorian, Kevin Durant, and like somebody else. And I was like, yo.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. After signing Finney-Smith and Capela, I feel confident again that we could play the style of defense we played last year. Before those two signings, I was like, I don't know if stylistically, like identity-wise, if we could do what we did last year. Now I feel like we can.
Yeah. I mean, you wanted a center that you can lob. They got you a center that can lob, and he gets a few blocks. And Capela, Dorian Finney-Smith
rebounds like a motherfucker too.
Dude, he had like 20 games for Atlanta. Like, And it's good too because Steven Adams, he doesn't play back to backs usually. So there you go. You got another center. Um, especially when you go up against the Victors, the Karl-Anthony Towns, and
But
those.
also, like, what was that comment that you said earlier? Somebody put like Houston got real old,
Yeah,
real fast. I don't believe. I mean, sort of compared to last year, yeah, but no, because it's not like Dylan Brooks was a spring chicken. But also, that's gonna, in my opinion, that ensures that you're just gonna beat a lot of teams. Like San Antonio's good, but you're fitting to run a whole season with a bunch of first and second year players with Wemby and Fox. Meet me in the playoffs with that bullshit and see if you win. No, you're not.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like when it was a young team, and you were like, "Oh, this is what we have," I was cool with it because you drafted it. But we knew that if a player comes around, somebody's getting traded. A pick is getting traded. Picks are getting traded. And that's the thing. Like, it's funny because out of all this that he's built, if a big name was to come up, a Giannis was to be like, hey, I want the hell out of here. He could pull the trigger on that and go get a Giannis on Skin. Like, he could literally do that if he wanted to. I said,
Mm-hmm.
because he has players with money that he can throw in there. He has the picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, at this point, I mean, as much as like Şengün is loved here, that's a player that people will be like, hey, a young all-star, I'll take him over there and all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
for a solidified star. I mean, not saying that's what's going to happen. I see why the rumors of Giannis to Houston get built up because there's stuff there that could
That's what I
make,
say. The rumors to Houston gets linked to fucking everything because anything is possible for
yeah,
us. Everything's on the table. You know what I'm saying? So of course we could.
yeah,
I mean, we are.
yeah. At this point, I think, yeah, like I don't expect nothing major. I mean, if it is, I'm not gonna be surprised at this point, Rafael. You kind of just
I ain't tripping because there's some teams that are big as fuck. Like Memphis is a big team.
yeah,
Edie, Jackson, Aldama went back over there. Portland, they're young. That's a big ass team. That Klingon, that big old fucking Chinese boy that they just
yeah,
drafted.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's big
The West,
Phoenix. You got Mark Williams. You got Malach.
yeah. You
We're
needed the
big now too.
centers. I mean, looking at the West as of
Dallas
right
is a
now,
big team.
yeah, that was one of those, man. That Anthony Davis game when he started, he destroyed us until he got
And
hurt.
that the rest of their centers were hurt because they had Davis, they got Lively, they got Gafford.
Yeah,
Like it's a big team over there.
I said you got. I mean, I like it too because like when you play like Ant, now you have multiple bodies to throw at him again. When you have
Yes.
players like LeBron, hey Luca, hey, all right, Jabari,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we're built to play teams like that. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I said the big one OKC is like,
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, I need to see. There's a lot of basketball to be played, but on paper, I just feel like we're better than all of them except for OKC, and I still think that we could beat them. Like, I ain't fucking scared of you.
yeah. I mean, no fucking lie, Şengün usually does really fucking well against shit, which is hilarious. And
Yeah,
then
he does well against anybody with a big. But the point, I guess, what it is to me, it's kind of like we're like OKC in a sense. Like Durant is the end all be all,
yeah,
and everybody else is interchangeable, and we're fast.
yeah,
So they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if we're going to play super big, super little, super aggressive. Are we getting back into his zone, make you shoot? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not letting you rebound. We protect the rim.
yeah.
Fuck them guys.
All right. You got one more move, Zach. What do you think it is?
One more move.
You can get one player.
Well, I was kind of serious about that Bobo thing.
I could see that though.
So if I do have to trade Cam Whitmore and lose him, and I have a spot for depth in the guard room, one player that I would, and I don't know if we could afford him, but a player I would bring in would be DeAnthony Melton. because he was a solid player for Memphis when he was there, bro. Like he could shoot the three, and he's a good defender.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, if you're like my sixth guard, I'm cool with what you do.
Yeah.
We drafted him anyway. We traded him to Phoenix, I believe, for that bum ass Ryan Anderson.
True. So I'm reading now too that the Rockets may waive Nate Williams and keep Cam Whitmore.
I'm cool with that too.
Yeah. So
And there would be a lot of people upset if Cam got traded. Like you said, people think he didn't get a fair shake, but
yeah.
I just don't see if there's a stick for you to shake right now.
You got a long, you got a long.
Well, like I said earlier, like you're in win now mode right now.
Yeah.
Because of Durant's age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the duration of some of the contracts we have. So you fucking ain't got time to develop a bunch of people. So if you had to develop one guard, who's it going to be, Reed or Cam? Reed. I think most people would agree that it's going to be Reed.
Yeah.
So you have to be, I'm not saying get rid of Cam, but you have to be willing to.
Yeah. So I think like what if they get rid of Nate instead of him, it's probably they don't like these trades that they're getting for him, and he feels he can get more, and he's probably going to hold him.
I'm fine with that.
Move. Well, I think they signed somebody with his vet minimum. I don't know who it's going to be. Please do not be Russell Westbrook. Or be anybody else.
I think it'd be hilarious if Westbrook came, but I just don't like. I'm telling you, it's going to cause a problem. Somehow or another, Russ don't ever start no shit, but it always follows him. Like he don't fucking clean his boots at the door.
Something. I said it's going to be one of. If it was, it's going to be one of those things. I guess Durant and Ime talked and was like this and that, but I just feel I don't know. I feel like there's a trade coming. It's not for like a big name player, but
no, I feel the opposite. If there is a trade, that Capela shit threw me for a loop.
Yeah, something's happening,
or maybe not because we're deep. Like, who's got a team as deep as ours? I mean, you still got Jeff Green sitting there doing nothing, Jay Sean doing nothing. Yeah. So you know.
We're just overthinking. Rafael's moves. We're like, all right, Rafael, you're playing Chinese checkers on a fucking.
But also, they'll sit people like because you got to think Durant's not going to play all 82.
Yeah,
he might give you 65 games. Sengun at least once a year has a bullshit ass injury where he misses 3 weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Jabari and Reed, how the fuck you both break your hand on bullshit? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and the depth was our thing last year. That's how we beat people. We always had fresh legs out there.
Those 2 back-to-backs and everything, those bullshit schedules where you're flying from one state to the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what do they call it? The Stay Ready crew?
Yeah, pretty much at this point. I mean, well, Rockets fans, I know you're happy. We're happy. July 1st, official. I know the KD trade won't be official till the 6th, they said. So there's going to probably be a bunch of move-in parts, and that stuff's going to be weird. But other than that, how y'all feeling? Let us know in the comments. Stone, keep doing what you're doing, and we are out of here. Later.